Before LeBron James got hurt on Christmas
And there was 2 games out of 10th place as well. They was hanging by.
And that's why the barbershop never closes, and it takes so long to get your damn haircut. And y'all be making up all these
listen though, but I'm a fan of Steph, man. I am, man.
It's not disrespectful to have this conversation.
No, it's not. I'm a fan of Steph. What the Golden State Warriors did last night, that was beautiful basketball. I haven't seen that in a while. Beautiful from top to bottom. Steve Kerr needs to get credit for that because he put guys in position to be successful, and I'm not taking nothing from Steph. Steph is a phenomenal player, and he's going to go down in the Hall of Fame. But at the end of the day, are you going to put Steph on Mount Rushmore?
Absolutely.
Really?
If this continues and he gets to a 5th or 6th title, and just like BJ has said, even more so than Michael Jordan, and I think, I won't say more so, because Jordan's impact was incredible. Yeah. But in terms of changing the way we play the game, the way we view the game, everything, Steph Curry has done that. It's his league. But it's a 3-point shooting league.
I'm going to tell you one thing he haven't done. He haven't won the Finals MVP.
Okay. So?
Well, Willock, look, I do want to drill down one thing, because I saw you draw the parallels and the comparisons. Great. And it makes sense. It maps conveniently. Right. But are you really going to go down and say that? Because you didn't say how LeBron's legacy will continue. You said if Steph continues, we have to also imagine what LeBron can do. You're going to say that Steph Curry will have a greater legacy than LeBron James. I just want to hear that simple.
If this continues and they get to a 5th or 6th title, I don't think LeBron's winning any more titles, particularly if he stays here in Los Angeles with the Lakers.
So great success for Steph continued and doomsday for LeBron.
Not doomsday, just not titles. Again, they may make play. I just don't think they're winning any more titles here with LeBron.
I think KD leaves Golden State. I think the West is wide open next year.
Oh, KD has left Golden State and they just swept Portland. And if you think when KD leaves, there won't be some, I'm not saying great players like KD, but there's going to be, let me get over here to Golden State and help them. That's going to create an opportunity, and trust me, Golden State will have their pick, not of superstars, but 29-year-old out there who can really play, who's going to go fill in that piece, and they're going to be a title contender continuing forward.
Healthy Boogie. That could still be it.
They don't have the money to pay.
Well, I mean, one of the things that you're seeing is the division within this league, which we're talking about here, is the analytics, which is Steph Curry. Steph Curry, now we are a three-point shooting league, and the three-point shot is here. And then we have this other way of thought. This is basketball, the purest. You know, we play the game and slow down. And in the playoffs, the game more resembles that style of play. The one thing
it does,
yes, because when you watch the game and how it's played, especially in the playoffs, you got to get the best shot that you can possibly get. The most uncontested shots that you can get during the course of the game. And that's the value of watching the Warriors. The Warriors are a very unique team from this standpoint. Right. When Draymond Green rebounds the ball, their offense starts. They're the only team in the league that no team has been able to take that away from them, because when Draymond rebounds the ball, he is as good of a decision maker as any point guard in transition. So Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, they don't have the burden of saying they have to do other things like initiate an offense or run the team. Draymond gets the ball and pushes it out, and they're getting uncontested shots, whether it's a layup, whether it's a three, because Draymond allows them to play a way that no other team in the league can play. And that's what makes them a very difficult team, is because no one can contest them on a consistent basis the way they play.
But BJ, I think you're right. There is a war going on, analytics versus what I consider like old school superstar ball.
Yes.
And this is what I like about, or where I think Steph is winning. I think the league is all leaning into system and play an offensive system that fits everybody on the court. That's what Steph and them do, as opposed to superstar at the top of the key playing iso ball and making all the decisions. That's what LeBron, D-Wade, Kevin Durant falls into that a little bit. James Harden, they fall into that. I think the league, if you look at the Lakers doubling down like, hey, man, I know you want us to hire Tyronn Lue, but we're going the way of the rest of the league. We're going to hire a coach and try to establish a system. I see that all, again, and we're not going to have this conversation now, but this is why a lot of these former players can't get head coaching jobs right now. They're going with guys out of the film room, the system guys, the analytic guys as coaches. Steph and Golden State are driving that.
And see, but the thing I have with that problem of the analytic guys is that, yeah, you watch Steph and you watch Golden State and everybody try to mimic Golden State, right? So everybody want to say, oh, I want to build a team like Golden State.
Yeah.
But you don't have the personnel like Golden State. So the analytics in some way is fool's gold in the source, because if you don't have the personnel to play the way that Golden State is, then that goes out the window. Because for the simple fact that they say, oh, well, Golden State, they don't like shooting mid-range shots. No, that's bull crap. Klay Thompson take a lot of mid-range shots.
They all do.
And so Houston falls into it. And what they do, they look horrible. You watch Eric Gordon, who I played with, who's been a great player. Mm-hmm. You watch him have to take 36-foot threes because this is what they're teaching. Oh, the analytics say, oh, we gonna take threes or drive all the way to the basket. I watch Steph. When Steph struggle a little bit, he may miss a couple threes. He'll step in and pull in a little free throw line, Jay. It's nothing wrong with it.
To your point, it's a war of the two worlds, and you have to have the proper balancing act. What the Warriors did was go analytics first, and then everyone leaned too far into it to the point where now Golden State was the 8th best three-point shooting team this year. 8th best. Everybody else is way too in front of their skis trying to be the one. Right. And they're leaving those mid-range jumpers, getting cuts to the baskets, backdoor. All that is still open for
I look at the league, though, saying, let's look at the Denver Nuggets. Again, they don't play exactly Golden State's way, but they're in that lane. Mm-hmm. Portland, even last night, to me, took Damian Lillard off the ball and did other things to compete in that game. Portland has a system that they believe in. Again, LeBron and his group have a system of superstars show up and let's build something around them. Let's don't plug them into a system. I even go back, and again, this is why I say LeBron's fault not partnering with a coach. Michael Jordan, as great as he was talent-wise, they still ran the triangle offensive system. It was still Tex Winters and Phil Jackson and a system. LeBron and I think some guys have gone overboard on that. It's like, no, I am the system. I'm going to sit out here at the top of the key and everybody's going to eat off me. It doesn't win as consistently, or certainly can't survive all the obstacles Golden State has.
But on a quick note, what coach out there can you go get to coach Bron? Is my thing. You can't. It's not like you can go take Greg Popovich from the Spurs and say, hey, come be this man.
Sometimes when you're that great of a player, it's not about what coach, it's what you will allow as the great player. What coaching will you allow to happen? And God forgive me for saying this, people are gonna laugh, be upset. But Perk, when it comes to sports writing and as a columnist, I'm on LeBron's level.
Say that.
And the only way that I was able to reach my height was to get there and say, you know what, you don't know everything.
Right.
Let some people help you.
Right.
And back off. You are great as this, but you're better with help, even when the help is wrong. And again, that's what LeBron hasn't been able to do.
But who's to say it? See, I was in the locker room and I watched T. Lue go at Bron in film room and say, oh, no, we running it this way. And Bron say, nah, well, how about we go run it this way, and if it don't work, then we'll try it your way. I watch Bron be coachable. So, but if he feel like he could run over you, that's with any player.
Okay, and here's the deal. This is, again, where I was saying, because LeBron does like Ty Lue, and I believe you and others who have said this about Ty Lue, but LeBron left Cleveland. He left Ty Lue in Cleveland and that situation to come out here and do his own thing, treated Luke Walton wrong, and then wasn't in position to bring Ty Lue out here or whoever. But you got to allow the coaching. Trust me, Michael Jordan was going to be successful with or without coaching. Kobe, with or without coaching. All these all-time. But eventually they allowed it. They allowed a coach to coach and gave in. And to me, LeBron should have never left Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley if he wanted to reach his full potential as a winner.
But I think I agree with you on that extent to a certain, but I think he made the right move to go back to Cleveland. I thought that was the best for his thing. It's the same thing.
Individual, yeah.
Because it's almost the same argument that we having with Chris Broussard tweet yesterday. The asterisks behind KD title.
Asterisks, yeah.
Okay, asterisks behind KD title. It's the same thing with Braun in Miami. Okay, you joined with D Wade and Chris Bosh and formed this super team. Okay, Braun, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to Cleveland and I'm going to join forces with Kyrie, who never won anything without LeBron.
And it was great feathers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
LeBron's a gypsy, and gypsies pay a price. Stick around. Later in the show, we'll give you our latest approval ratings for Steph Curry, and Uncle Jimmy will tell us what he thinks of Steph. Also coming up, Magic Johnson just poured gasoline on the Lakers' dumpster fire. We'll tell you if Jeannie Buss needs to respond. And don't forget to check us out on the Fox Sports Channel on SiriusXM.
See you, baby.